Hello everybody, welcome to Life with Annie. My name is Annie and this is my life. I just have a real quick tip that I want to share with you today, and a lot of you may already have seen this or may already be doing this, but I've been saving my little containers so I could do this, so I'll show you what it is. All of us probably buy the creamers, you know, whatever your favorite brand is. My favorite brand is the Dunkin' Donuts, but hey Melissa, but I prefer this container to the other one, and I'll show you why in just a second. But whenever I buy these, I save them, and I peel off. You can peel off the little paper covering, wash them out really well, and be sure to let them dry. That's the main thing. They need to be really dry before you refill. And you've got this pretty little clear container left. So I drink a lot of, well, I drink coffee every morning, and I always buy the little creamers in these containers. Now the Dunkin' Donuts one that I prefer doesn't have the clear, like the little Coffee Mate or whatever that was, whatever brand that was, but it can still be used. You just don't have the clear look to it. So I've got a bunch of these that I've been saving up. I've peeled them off, washed them, dried them really well, and then I'm going to start filling them up. Now this one right here, this was some almond milk that Matt had bought, and I just like the container shape. It's still a little hazy, even though I washed it out and dried it really well. It's still a little hazy, but once you fill it up, it won't matter. So I'm going to use that one too. But some of the things that I thought I would put in mine are, whenever I cook rice, I usually leave it in the bag, and then I'll put it in some container just to keep it, free from anything that might want to get into it. But I thought this would be a perfect idea to use for leftover rice. So I've got a funnel. You can probably do this without a funnel. If you need something, you can always take wax paper, kind of roll it up, make a funnel, and then use that too. So I'm going to attempt to fill some of these up. So this is just plain old rice. And whenever my sister and I go to the beach, she usually takes one of these containers and she'll put milk in it, and we'll put it in the cooler, and then we have our little bit of milk when we get down there to get us started. Now I have another bag of rice that I can put in there, but I'm going to move on to show you some other ideas or uses for these, because I just really love these. I think they're plastic. They're easy to handle, they're pourable, so they're good for those kinds of smaller items. Now this one, and I don't know that I can fit it all in here, but if you ever, and you may not like this, but I do, cream of wheat, and it always comes in this box, and I thought this would be a good storage container for something like that. So pour this in here. Anything that you buy that comes, grits, if you, oops, I may have gotten too much in that one. If you buy like I'm gonna hold this over the sink just to make sure that gets in there. There we go. So there's still just a little bit more in here, but I'm not too worried about that. I'm sure it can be eaten up real soon. You can always put it in a little baggie till you use it. Okay, so there is our cream of wheat. There's our rice. Another thing that I'm going to use it for is the other day when I made the cheesecake for Mama, and you buy your graham cracker crumbs in a box, and I put them, put the little bag that's the box that came in the box into a Ziploc bag or a resealable bag. But I think this is a better way to store it, is to put it in one of these little creamer bottles. I can get it out of the little Ziploc bag here. So, put this in here and fill her up. That reminded me when we were kids. Remember when you used to go to, when they had full service gas stations, and you'd go to the gas station and my mother would pull up to the Hess gas station and she'd say, fill her up. And he'd go back and he'd pump your gas, and then he'd go wipe your windshield. I don't even know if they have full service gas stations anymore. So there's our graham cracker crumbs. Put the lid back on that. Let's see, what else have we got here? All right. Another good use for them, let me read this right here, is when you open a bag of chocolate chips, and I usually just take and by the way, if you don't have clips for all of your chips or your little bags of containers, clothespins work great. Because I don't hang my clothes up on the clothesline, so might as well use these for that. But these are just milk chocolate chips. So let me try this bigger one here. I don't know how well these are going to fit down in the funnel, but let's see. Yeah, it may be better to do this. Matt set these on the top of our little toaster oven the other day and kind of melted some of them together in clumps. So I'm not sure that these are going to go in as easy as the other. But let's see what I can do. If I can pour some of them in there without making too big of a mess. Oh, there's one of the clumps. Hold on. There we go. Okay, so those are milk chocolate chips. And then we've got some semi-sweet chocolate chips here that I've got put together. And I think I'll use, I guess I'll use the one that is the Dunkin' Donuts brand. Even though it's not clear, it still serves a good purpose for storage. Now this bag is pretty torn. I had it kind of folded over. Let's see what I can do, what kind of damage I can do with this one. So if you have There's a clump. If you have white chocolate chips, you can put those in one. Butterscotch, peanut butter. And these will just fit in your pantry or your cabinets. I've got another partial of that. Let me see how much I can fit in here. Whoa, chocolate chips flying everywhere. And you can put granulated sugar. If you use powdered sugar for just like dusting, or you're not using large quantities of it, you could always fill one with powdered sugar. Okay, got another clump in here. More. If you could do a lot of decorating with cakes, you could put, if you buy sprinkles and your colored sugars and stuff like that in large quantities, or those little sixlets, you could always fill up. You can buy the smaller size creamer as well, so you could put some smaller amounts in some of those. Okay, so that's my milk chocolate. This is my semi-sweet chocolate. And then you can take these out of the kitchen even. So this one here, that is the almond milk one, I'm going to use it, and I'm not sure if this is going to be very pourable or not, but this is Epsom salt. And I use these a lot when I take a bath, because like this weekend, well, Thursday I fell on my way to work. So I was pretty sore all weekend, so I was taking a lot of Epsom salt baths. And actually, hold on, I'm going to get a cup and try this. Well, I'm not sure if I want to just dump the whole thing on there, because I probably will have a mess. But this would be perfect for your bathroom because it's not glass. You're not going to break it. And if you fall down like I do, then something like this would come in handy. Keep it by your bathtub. And sometimes when I buy the Epsom salt, it'll come in like it looks like a large carton of milk, only the cardboard kind, like the little bitty milks you get in school lunches, only the large one. And you can pour it out like that. But I thought this would be so much nicer. I could just pour all that into one of these. I have a lump there. And if it won't hold it all, you can always refill it. Grab something to poke out that little lump. And like with my sister, you could always, like if you want to put some coffee in one, coffee grounds, sugar, just portable things if you're taking it on a picnic, or if you're traveling, you can put some water in here for your little dogs or cats or whatever. I mean, there's just a bazillion things you could do with these. So next time you buy your creamer, save these containers. Okay, so just about got that to the top. So I'm going to stop there on that one. Put our almond milk lid back on here. And the only other thing that I would suggest is, so that you know what is what, go to Pinterest and print you out some printable labels. And this is the ones that I printed out. You can, there are a bunch of them. Just type in free printable labels and you get all kinds of things. And then just write what you have on here: rice, milk chocolate, semi-sweet chocolate, and then just put you some, I would, you know, either laminate them and put them on here, or get you some, like that packing tape. You could even put a small piece of packing tape over top of this and just tape it on here. And then just store them in your pantry, or in your cabinets, or in your bathroom if you're using Epsom salt like me. But I just thought it was a neat idea, and as you can see, I use a lot of creamer. I've got one almost empty in the refrigerator, but it's going to be another one like this because it's the Dunkin' Donuts one. I wish they would come in the clear. I like this container better, but I like this creamer better. So just wanted to pass that along to you. Hope everybody's having a good week so far. It is Monday and it is hot, but fall is only, I think, 4 days away. I think they said. What's today? 18th, 19th, 20th. Is it the 22nd? I don't know. But anyway, it's my favorite time of year. So hopefully it'll cool down a little bit. It got cool, now it's hot again. So anyway, I just wanted to share this with you. I hope it gives you some ideas, and I'm sure you have a bunch more ideas that you can think of to put in your creamer containers. So thank you for watching, and I will talk to you again real soon. Bye everybody, and have a great week.